great. It's just not as good.
You know, I've had flashlight in me too until I got a new flashlight, bro.
You know what's crazy is like when I discovered that was what was holding me back.
You excited, Joseph?
I am excited.
14-mile stretch.
Okay. Wonderful.
It's a piece of cake.
Awesome.
Bakery? That's so funny.
Yeah, it just has stuff on it.
No, I love that because it just reminds me of me.
Oh, really?
Because of like my Instagram username, which is funny because I have a nature freakness. Because I'm a nature freak. Like I genuinely like love nature.
Awesome.
I start to like gush over Mother
I see.
Nature and like I don't know, just like being around here just makes me so happy.
Yeah.
And
Me too. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna get on my wheel. Okay.
Oh, watch out. There's constellations on the ground. Or something. What is that? Frick. Some makeshift constellations. Or real.
I like how strong this barrier is between the freeway and the bike path. It's really strong. I can see the steel here, solid steel and solid cement, and mixture of both. It looks like very, very strong. And to have some variation of that along all roads would protect bicyclists and micromobility riders everywhere. It's very, very important.
Same pace is where we started off, right?
We always, what?
I feel like we paced ourselves pretty good. Like, we're going about the same. Starting off with, right?
Victor and I have done it a few times, and we always end up the issue with having to like worry about charging by the end of it because we're just shredding hard. But because we added on that last part of charging, we're fine. Literally, if we would have done that last time, we would have been perfect, like him and I. But I was riding very, very low battery, and I ended up being at like 9% when I got back to the car.
Wow.
And it's just so hard to drain the battery
Yeah.
down on the windmill. It
Mhm.
just keeps degrading the wheel and the battery life.
Yes.
But that's just me. I want to take care of my wheels.
No, you should. That's good. That's good. It makes a difference. Yeah. It adds up.
It's
Yeah.
like charging your phone overnight.
Yeah.
Go just yeah.
Wow. The backlit mountain. Looks dramatic. Very nice. Silhouette. I didn't see him. That was close. That was close.
stuff up.
When you come to camp in the beach, you don't own the beach. You come to camp in the beach. Look at the bat signal.
Can you send me that photo, Mike? Are you taking a photo?
Yeah, long exposure.
No, awesome. Can you send it to me?
Yeah.
Oh. You guys ready? Let's cruise back. Halfway there.
Oh, wow.
I'll send them to you.
Thank you. That's so good. How long is that? How many
10 seconds
10?
of exposure.
I can't do more than 3 on my phone. You can do 10?
Yeah, I'll show you how to do it.
On the iPhone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rip up your camera real quick.
Well, my phone's dead right now.
Oh.
Yeah, when it's working again.
So
Yeah.
you have to manually do it. See, auto is 3 seconds. So you swipe up and press this.
I didn't know
And
that.
swipe all the way right.
Yes! Thank you.
No problem.
That makes me so happy. I love long exposures. It's one of my favorite kind of photography. See how quick we just suddenly go? Here we go. Always gotta be ready, right? I'm getting better at not getting left behind and when we leave. Before I used to have all my gear off every time we stopped. I would take my gloves off, my helmet off. Now I don't do that. I try to watch what other people are doing and try to do what they're doing. Let's see what Mike's doing. Is he coming? Okay, he's coming. This center lane is so wide. It's like 2 lanes in there almost. I don't know if you can see how wide that is. And I imagine that there could be a bike path right there. With a barrier, like an island. There could be an island there, with a bike path, and then there'll be openings wherever cars turn into their driveways. It's an idea. It's a thought experiment. I know there's a lot of driveways right here, so I'm not sure exactly how that would work out. There could be a skyway though, where it's up in the air. That could even be right here on this side, on the side of the road where the bike path is. There could be a skyway. Or even a barrier, possibly. Yes, it is. It feels like it's healing to breathe this kind of air.
It is, yeah, it's waking me up. I'm like,
Yeah, me too.
That second wind.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm so awake right now
Yeah.
with so little sleep. And then also the mountains, like with the trees, the forests, that creates that feeling too. I mean, for me.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? When you're way up and deep in the woods, yeah, it's so nice.
True. Yeah, it's just nice. I mean, getting away from the city.
Yeah, that's right.
And right here is as good as it gets with the ocean breeze.
Yeah. And waterfalls create that, but this is the waves crashing is like a waterfall, like the way they crash.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moisture, but the noise, the ambiance.
Yep.
Dude, it's kind of crazy what we have here.
I know, it's amazing.
I mean, I did this before, but I forgot how amazing, how beautiful
Okay.
it was, the experience.
Wow.
Just like,
It's such a nice ride
do
to
this.
be along the ocean the whole time.
I know, I keep being reminded, I'm like, damn, dude, I'm riding right by the ocean.
It's like for all the complaints that we have, it's like, dude, we live right here.
Yeah.
At least we don't live in the middle of the fucking country. Why not?
That's why we have to pay the extra bucks.
Because we live here.
You guys feeling good?
Yeah.
No, I mean, existential crisis aside, is everyone good?
Yeah, good.
I got pebbles in my
He said he has pebbles in his shoes. I'm not sure if that's because when he crashed earlier. He crashed hard. I didn't get it on video, and I didn't see it directly. There was a few people blocking my view, or between, I should say, between my view and between the crash. But I saw his legs up in the air, and he was sliding on his helmet. So thank goodness he had a helmet on. That's what everybody's saying, because otherwise he would have fell and hit his head and been sliding on his head. And I was just talking with someone that works in nursing, or I think in the emergency, and saying that there's always someone that doesn't wear a helmet that comes in, and they're never the same again. And he was reluctant to say that because he doesn't want to create that in reality here. But I feel that he was able to deliver the message in a way that was just saying, wear a helmet, wear a helmet. We don't want anybody to get hurt. So be safe, wear a helmet. And if you can, wear full gear. Which is the gloves. I'm wearing the E-Rides gloves. I think it's called E-Rides, the website, the company. So E-Rides, E like Edward, and then Rides, R-I-D-E-S. And I'm really happy with the gloves. I wear them every time I ride now. Before this, I was wearing different gloves. I was wearing E-Wheels wrist guards with gloves underneath, and the gloves I was wearing you couldn't cut them with a knife. They were like, they're called no-cry, N-O-C-R-Y, and it's because you can't cut your fingers, right? You can't cut yourself if you wear those gloves. And they work really well, but what I was having trouble with was having to put gloves on and then put the wrist guards on, and then trying to keep up with everyone when they're leaving, because I like to take my gloves off when we take like a 5 or 10 minute break, or a 15-minute break. So if I'm putting 2 gloves and 2 wrist guards and all the straps and getting everything just right, now I just put on left glove, right glove. The wrist guards are built in. So highly recommend the E-Rides gloves with built-in wrist guards. Also highly recommend the Lynx. And if you want more range, you're essentially getting the same electric unicycle with just a few more pounds, with 50% more range and 50% more battery capacity, with the Sherman L. And Justin should be getting his Sherman L any day. If I understand correctly, the delivery is just the delivery vehicle is not leaving the Sherman L, and it keeps saying no one's there, even though someone is. So that's the story on that. We don't know what's happening. Somehow it's a miscommunication, because someone's home, but they're saying no one was home. So we don't know if it's because the house where it's being delivered the driveway is very steep, and maybe it's intimidating. I don't know. For the delivery person, I don't really know. But hopefully it all works out so that Justin can receive his Sherman L very soon. And I'm considering selling the Lynx and buying a Sherman L, or if someone's interested in trading me a Sherman L for my Lynx and then giving them some cash. I'm considering that, except I don't know how the warranty would work out. It may just be easier for warranty if I just buy it new. That way I'm the original purchaser and the warranty is like really simple. I'm not sure what would happen if I bought a new used Sherman L from someone that just bought one and is like, oh, you know what, I like, for example, let's say someone bought a Sherman L and a Lynx, and they love the Lynx and they're not really using the Sherman L. This is one idea I have. Well, do they want 2 Lynx? It's a thought. So then I could say, I would trade you my Lynx, which is not that old. It's only, I think it's a month old or something, approximately, with no major crashes, just falling over in the dirt, basically. I actually don't remember if I've had any major crashes. I don't think I've had any major crashes. I mean, I have all this gear on, so when I fall, it feels like I'm just falling on pillows, except when I fell on my ribcage on rocks. But that wasn't the Lynx. The Lynx just fell over like nothing. It just fell over and stopped. But I fell on my ribcage on the side, which still hurts a lot. And I want to recommend everyone to get, if you're riding an electric unicycle and you want ribcage protection, look at the Leatt, Leatt 5.5 chest protector. There's a 6.5, but I tried that on, and it doesn't have hardly any protection in my experience when I put it on the sides of the ribcage where I hit the side of my ribcage. I need protection there. So the 5.5 appears to have a lot of protection there. I've seen it in person. I haven't tried it on yet, but I've seen people wearing them. Car! I'm actually not sure what the right-of-way on this road is. A lot of times it'll say full lane use for micromobility, right? I don't know what it is, what the rules are here. BMW with the hood open. Oh, and it looks like it overheated. I see water everywhere on the ground. That's extremely dangerous to overheat your engine. Internal combustion engines are heat engines, or heaters. They're not really, I don't think they're really made for automobiles. I don't know why we use heaters for engines. Because more than half the energy in a internal combustion engine just makes heat. You could look that up. I think the Department of, who was it? Was it the Department of Energy or Department of, I'll look it up and I'll read the articles to you. I'll share that with you. But you can see that it's like 60% of the energy in fuel, which also means 60% of what you spend on fuel is going to making heat. It makes heat. It doesn't move the vehicle. 40% or less. And I've been told by a thermonuclear engineer that wrote a report on this. He actually studied this extensively and thoroughly. This is just what he loved to do. He said he measured all the heat coming off the engine, and that's how you do it. You measure how much heat it's making, and then you can see what the efficiency ratio is, or the inefficiency ratio. He was saying it was like less than 10% efficient. So imagine for every $1 of gasoline that we spend on gasoline, 10 cents moves the vehicle and 90 cents makes heat. I mean, you ever heard someone say, don't just, like when you're talking, well, this is like a rude thing to say. I heard adults saying this when I was growing up. I heard adults say this to each other. They would say that someone's just blowing hot air or something like that. Like they're not really saying anything. That's what our engines are doing. Like we need to move from point A to point B and sometimes C, or maybe A through Z, all the whole alphabet. We want to travel everywhere. But if we're only using like between under 10% of the energy in gasoline, which is the fuel, really it's the hydrogen, right? The hydrogen oxidized by oxygen. And truly we need stoichiometry, which we're not getting, right? Because if we look at the air to fuel ratio of what's the air to fuel ratio of an engine, it's like, I think it's 14.7 to 1. So 14.7 parts air to 1 part fuel. Motec, M-O-T-E-C, I haven't looked into this in a long time, but they sell telemetry systems, and they have equipment on engines that are running at air to fuel ratios of 2,000 parts air to 1 part fuel. Now that's, I guess we can call that very lean, but imagine the efficiency of that. That's so amazing. I mean, talk about beyond gasoline vaporization. This is like, because if you vaporize fuel with low atmospheric pressure, low pressure, like vacuum, not a perfect vacuum, just lower pressure than atmospheric pressure, right? Which is actually, interestingly enough, same thing as air to fuel ratio. Air to fuel ratio is 14.7 parts air to 1 part fuel, and atmospheric pressure at sea level is 14.7 psi at sea level, right? Pounds per square inch. Isn't that interesting? Interesting, right? I was talking to someone that said their IQ was close to 200, and they knew a lot about these things that I'm talking about, and they were like, "Oh, things are just made up. Everything's just made up. We just make stuff up." I'm like, okay. But it doesn't mean that that's an absolute. Maybe some things are made up. Who knows? Maybe that's a metaphor for that our what we document in our scientific experiments is really documenting a perception, right? That is continually updated by changing the variables of an experiment, right? By adding something, taking something away, changing the parameters of each event, if I call it that, right? So if atmospheric pressure is an event, right, 14.7 psi, but 100 miles up in outer space, it's 0 psi, right, or very close to it. Maybe those are two different events, right? It's fun to think about things as thought experiments. Anyway, I lost my train of thought like 3 times right now. I apologize. It'll come back someday. Maybe on this ride. I don't know. Let's see if I'm talking to myself or if we're actually recording. Okay, looks like we're recording. Interesting.
I almost rode here yesterday, but I got back from Europe the day before. I was too jet lagged.
I don't blame you. You were really dead. He's like, I really wanted to come right over here though.
Michael, I like that battery holder.
Fun ride through the valley. You ride through like all the farmlands and stuff.
Is it made for holding the cells?
Yeah.
Very nice.
It can hold 4, but I should do it by 3.
Oh, okay. You can send me the link?
Yeah.
Thank you.
My house in Santa Barbara,
I have like 3 in there.
Oh, you do?
Long EUC rides.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you got batteries in each of them?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, because they're EUC rides.
That's very good. That's very nice. So you always have, your flashlight will always have batteries.
Yeah.
Very, very good. And then you just bought extra cells, right?
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Now I can turn my light off. I left it on to help you see, though. Where's Victor?
We literally like all ghosted him.
Wait, that's the EUC of the guard.
We're waiting for Victor, Adam, and
They were just going slower? They're just going slower? They're just going slower, huh? Saving the battery?
it's cause no, not that.
Oh, someone crashed?
Maybe. I
don't
don't know.
No, it's fine. It's what is it?
Don't put that out there.
Okay.
Adam's on a GT. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the slowest board out of all the
Got it.
vehicles right now.
Here he is.
Yeah. So we're all good. It's just
Good.
some of us have a less.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I didn't know what happened. I got worried a little bit.
No, we're good.
They actually weren't far back. That light looks so cool. I love it. Yeah. It's like a purple, I don't know, purple pinkish.
Yeah, we're almost there. Like,
I don't know if I want to take the train tracks over.
we're not gonna do that.
Oh,
no, we're
We're
skipping
gonna
that.
go around.
Thank goodness.
Just a detour in the morning, and then there's an alternative route.
Okay. Awesome.
We're all too drunk for the train track.
I would care about you guys enough.
Thank you.
I think Daniel might die.
Alright, yeah, cruise on back.
I don't want this ride to end, but I'm very tired. Oh, I want to help that roly-poly cross the road. I think he'll make it, because there's no vehicles around here right now. Okay. I said roly-poly. I don't know what their actual name is, though. It's probably not their real name. Roly-poly. That's funny. I called it that. Haven't said that word in a very long time. Oh, wow. So we're not crossing the train tracks bridge that we did in the morning. So I switched the recording back to 1080p at 24 frames per second because when I was recording at that, I bumped this. I went to Pure Video. I switched it to Pure Video on the Insta360 Ace Pro, which is supposed to be better at night, I think. No, I'm not sure it's still on that setting. It should be on that setting. But I switched the recording, like the resolution, I think it's called. I'm not sure what you call it, to 1080p instead of the higher 4K at 30 frames per second. Because when I did that, I think I tried it once, and then I lowered it to 2.7K. And what happened was it was taking so long to upload. Many hours, and I just thought, you know, I don't want it to take that long right now. I just want to get these videos loaded really quick. So they seem to load really fast when I have it at the low resolution, and it still seems to look good. So I hope it looks good to you, for you. I need to look at it on a big TV though and see how that looks, not just on my phone. That's what I should be looking at too. As well, I mean. So yeah, I was saying I don't want this ride to end, but I am pretty tired. I still have to drive like an hour if there's no traffic. Without traffic, it's an hour drive. What a nice ride though. Absolutely beautiful ride. And I was talking with Victor and Vanessa, and I said no pressure, but any more rides coming up in the future? Because this would be fun to continue doing these kind of beautiful rides, you know, in different places. And Vanessa and Victor both said that there are places that they're thinking about. So I'm pretty excited about that. Onward and upward. Here we go. I'm so happy that David said to me, I have to learn how to carve. He said, you have to practice carving. Because I couldn't turn at all. I would hit a turn, and I would almost crash, like go off the path. And David was explaining to me that I have to be able to turn, because I'm going to crash. Well, I don't know how he said it, how he worded it, but something like it's important. And I've been told that before. James told me I should always be carving, never just going straight, always carving. I should just be always carving. That's why you see me carving a lot, like turning. Ooh, I think we're here. Okay, everyone. True Zero Emissions. Signing off. Well, not yet, I guess. I don't know how close we are. I think we're pretty close. Oh yeah, we're very close. Ventura River Trail, Foster Park, 5.5 miles. I think I said OJ, OJAI, I think. Look at these nice paths here. I just want to thank everyone that was a part of making this happen, that supported this entire community. I know it takes the whole community to make things like this happen. Everyone has to be in support of it, and I just want to thank everyone that made this possible. Because these bike paths, they're safe for everyone to ride on, because we don't have to be out there with the cars. People are just run over all the time on micromobility. All different kinds of micromobility, right? Bicycles and everything else. Okay, everyone, True Zero Emissions, signing off. We'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful, wonderful night and day, and rest, and everything that you look forward to. Bye-bye.